All right, so let's talk about this recent case where Dog Paw, who was Christopher Linton, who's almost famous gunman in criminals in Jamaica, was just and his accuser walked free. He can be disgusted but not surprised. So the attorney for Michael Allen, who was set free along with alleged gang leader Christopher Dog Paw Linton by the Court of Appeal yesterday of gun charges, said poor identification as reason for the decision. Patrick Peter King represented Allen, who was sentenced with Linton in May 2013. That was like near 8 years ago to 15 years imprisonment for shooting with intent, legal possession of firearm. They were accused of shooting two policemen traveling in a service vehicle along Tavern Drive, St. Andrew in April 2010. Quote to quote, the grounds which were ordered to be free showing the quality of their identity to conviction. The court in assessing the evidence on which you were convicted to have come to the conclusion that conviction should be squashed, Peter King told the Star. He opined that the men should be treated as regular citizens since the judicial system has proven their innocence. And they're going to some bullshit that I don't care. But yeah, I think for people with Dog Paw, which I have not heard many good things about, can you be disgusted? Yeah. Can you be surprised? Not a damn bit though. It's basically that they're just basic, even though this guy, from what is understood and said, that this guy is a very dangerous person. But again, the injustice system is just basically saying to one of their obvious agents to say, you know what? We feel that you've been in jail long enough, so let's just let you back on the streets because we can guarantee that there's going to be some bodies popping up with Dog Paw and his co-accused once they're back on the streets. I mean, unless some other enemies don't get to them first, but it's not even so much about Dog Paw himself though, but that's what he symbolized. Just like with Tommy Lee and all other people with questionable moral characters. It's just that Jamaica, they're just sending them, the injustice system is sending a message to the Jamaican citizens. I mean, the ones who aren't on some bullshit is saying, we criminals, or basic, obvious criminals, I should say, not accused, we're a protected class. I mean, like their freedom and rights matter more than that of their victims or ordinary civilians. And we're just gonna let this guy back on the street, and whoever he ends up killing or harming. I mean, yeah, we won't be losing sleep over that. Now, bear in mind, if Dog Power to come into their neighborhoods or harming their friends or family members, yeah, that will definitely change, and they'll find a way to either take him out or put him back in a jail cell, for a much longer stretch. But it's just the injustice system working its letting one of its agents go. Because I've always said that many of these criminals, these gang leaders, these are agents of the state. That they allow know what these guys are up to. They know that these guys are danger to society. But the fact that these people help to destabilize these communities and overall that works in their favor. Because see, as long as you have these guys terrorizing innocent ordinary civilians who don't have protection or get any real justice from the system, that really just helps to keep that hierarchy and that pecking order the way it is. Though that's what they're saying with Dog Paw. Okay, we're just releasing him back in the streets, and again, whoever he takes out or harms in the long run, yeah, we're not going to lose in sleep because again, he's just doing us a favor. All right, and the thing is, like I said, like the people need to start making names of these judges and these people involved in this case, because these are the people reason why a lot of these criminals are allowed to walk on the street and do whatever. And yeah, it's a loss to me that their supporters are going to be saying that Dog Paw and company are these paragons of virtue who are accused by these wicked people who and that these people are really pure as the wind-driven snow, that they walk on water, that these guys feed starving orphans, they're all about world peace, they're on the verge of curing cancer and every major illness in the world. Yeah, you'll get those people saying that these guys are wonderful hate people with golden halos and with angel wings. Yeah, you'll get those sorts. But and it's ironically though, if the fact that if he gets into a brushing with the law enforcement and end up taking him out, these same people are going to be blocking the roads and saying that this guy and his accused were these guys were basically Mr. Rod, the Jamaican version of Mr. Rogers, and that this guy, like I said, this guy was basically one of the disciples at the Last Supper with Jesus Christ. Look for that narrative to happen if anything happens to Dog Paw by the police. I mean, if he gets taken up by some other criminal gangs, yeah, these people will say nothing but. This is just like I say, you can a lot of people who are familiar with Dog Paw and what he's done, yeah, you can be disgusted, not surprised, but this is just the injustice system sending a message to the people saying, we basically are letting one of our agents go back on the streets and whoever ends up harming or taking on, eh, you're just doing us a favor. That's just basically what it is though. But Jamaicans, you need to be start being on being in the stop being denial about when stuff like this happens because they're just sending you a clear message. And the clear message is that hey, the system cannot protect those it was never can't fail those it was never designed to protect. But that's a message that smart, sensible Jamaicans who aren't in denial are going to take away from this recording when I post it. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube pages, Real Thoughts and Miles, Magic Productions, and Miles, and my main YouTube page, Miles Goods and Fair. Peace out.